Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be remastering What If Android 21 was canon. And I know I made this What If before, but the reason why I want to redo it is because I kind of make it quite short and there's new stuff going on into our tournament community. Well, I wanted to redo this What If because I feel like, for one, the other video I did was kind of lazy and was not too much interesting either, so I decided that let's try to remake it. And well, if this video get a lot of attention, I might continue doing more, but I might continue doing more regardless. But anyway, let us begin, shall we? So, where do we introduce Android 21, huh? I feel like the best place to introduce her will be probably around the Red Ribbon Army saga, also known as Red Ribbon Army saga. But yeah, she will be one of the survivors, like Dr. Gero, able to escape Goku's wrath. And she and Dr. Gero are able to escape into the mountains, where the two will plot their revenge against Son Goku. And they have the idea to create a drone to follow Goku around to get everyone's DNA. However, with Android 21 with Dr. Gero, that means the drone will prove heavily. So that means that they're going to be able to scan the lookout, meaning that Kami and Mr. Purple will be collected with the DNA. That also include the time chamber. That means they'll have knowledge about the time chamber, which that would be very useful. They're able to get DNA from the tournament where they able to get Piccolo Jr. and King Piccolo's DNA. And they're able to find out that he's actually an alien, known as the Manekians. And by now, they will find out Goku's alien too, since their DNA pick up weird samples on them, so it's pretty obvious. Then, we get to the Raditz saga. They get DNA from Raditz, new DNA from Piccolo and Goku, their kids, their families. Not only that, but when Vegeta and Nappa arrives, they are able to get their DNA as well, meaning that they got Vegeta and Nappa's DNA, including the Great Ape forms. And originally, they didn't get DNA from Frieza, but they did now. Because before they got DNA from the future timeline, but now in the present timeline, they will get that too. The drone's able to go with Goku, Krillin, and Gohan to Namek. That means that everyone on Namek, they all got their DNAs. The Manekians, the Frieza soldiers, Frieza himself, the Ginyu Force, Sarba the Doria. And even they went to Goku, where they got Yatra DNA, which is something they never did before. And that means that Goku's intermission, they got that. The Yardranians, they all got the DNA as well. And not only that, but when Future Trunks arrived, they also got Future Trunks DNA, King Cole's, and Mecha Frieza. And once everyone worries about the androids, Dr. Gero and Android 21 got that too, since Android 21 want to make sure they got all those DNAs ready. And once Trunks leaves and everyone gets prepared for the androids, this is where they stop collecting DNA. However, they left one drone alive just to make sure to collect more DNA, but right now, they're just going to save that drone for next time. And now, Android 21 and Gero prepare to get their self ready. And since we have two scientists, this means that Dr. Gero and Android 21 will finish their androids a lot faster. And they're able to turn themselves into androids too. Which, first, Android 21 decided that it's best they make sure their bodies are more durable and stronger too, injecting themselves with the same DNA. Which Gero agrees. So the two become super powerful. However, for Android 21, she's more like a bio-android like Cell, since she decided that she kind of want to be an android like Cell, since their Project Cell is working best. And Android 21 also have a smart idea to hide the Cell project somewhere deep in another lab, far away from this lab, so that way that in case if they somehow die, the Cell will still continue to develop and that drone will still collect data for everyone. So that means that even if they died, their creation will still live on. And once it's ready, for a few years, this Cell will avenge them all with much DNA once they collected more. Gero likes this idea and decides to go with it. Now, the day of the androids arrive, which we got Dr. Gero, Android 19, and Android 21. Although she stayed back in her lab since she wanted to make sure everything goes smoothly. And this version of Gero and 19, they're much more stronger since Android 21 has the idea to make Gero and 19 much stronger. And of course, the Sea Fighters met them, and when they do, they begin to fight 19 and 20. However, they made a big mistake when Goku did not took the Heart Fighters, so that means that Goku's out of the battle. But that's a good thing because they could kill Goku easier. And not only that, but 19 was actually able to demolish Goku even after Super Saiyan, which they say how strong these androids are. And before 19 can even kill Goku, Vegeta jumps in, becoming the Super Saiyan. But even so, it wasn't enough to defeat 19 as he was badly beaten himself, which leads to the Sea Fighters to join in to just try to defeat 19. And Jiro was loving every single second of it. And of course, Goku was taken away to get his Heart Fighters, but Jiro will catch Goku later. He wanted to kill his friends first. But soon, Future Trunks comes in, seeing these aren't the androids he wasn't referring to. And Trunks joins in. Now it's Trunks with Vegeta, Piccolo, and the human Sea Fighters. They're able to barely defeat 19. And I see barely, since he's pretty much powerful, and especially his energy draining. But since they know about it, they know to aim for that. And once they defeat that, they're able to gain up on him and able to dismantle Android 19. Which Jiro is very impressed, but also kind of shocked that they're able to defeat Android 19. But his shock went away because everyone's exhausted, and he chuckles. He's able to defeat them all pretty easily. And before he could decide to kill them all, Piccolo made a quick decision to fire a blast at the ground, which blinds Jiro. And instead of attacking him, everyone retreats to the lookouts. Once Jiro's vision clears, he gets angry and decides that he's going to follow them, although he has no idea where they are because he cannot sense energy. So he flies around trying to find them. They could be anywhere, but he knows where Goku's at, so he's going to Goku's house. And Kami notices, so he told Yamcha to take Goku away from his house, go somewhere hidden, which Yamcha is able to do. And of course, Jiro finds nobody in Goku's house, so he destroys the house and tries to look for them. He was thinking about going to the lookout, but he's trying to look for Goku first. So he's looking the places that he would know where Goku would be at. Right now, everyone on the lookout, they're kind of panicking because Jiro is so strong. And Trunks even stated this isn't the android they were supposed to fight. One is supposed to be a teenager, and the other one's supposed to be a blonde teenager. And if this guy is the creator of the two androids, he cannot imagine how strong these other androids will be. That means that 17, 18 this time are much more stronger. Of course, unknown to them, they have no idea that Android 21 was pretty much watching the battle. Pretty much satisfied that their powers and their data collecting has paid off. But now, Kami suggests that it's time for Piccolo and him to fuse. If they want a chance to defeat the androids, they need to merge. Although everyone's very hesitant because that means that the Dragon Balls will be, unable to work anymore. But they have no choice. So Piccolo merges with Kami much earlier on, becoming the Superman that game, which everyone's blown away. And Vegeta, his pride is hurt because Piccolo was already stronger than him. I mean, his pride was already hurt when Android 19 defeats Vegeta. And his pride is even more hurt when Piccolo, of all beings, becomes stronger than him. And all these emotions, he just fly off. However, before he could fly off, Piccolo yells at Vegeta that there's no way for him to get stronger. They have the time chamber. They can use it to go stronger for 1 year to a day, which Vegeta catches interest by hearing this. Although he recommends to get a partner since if you want to go extra stronger, he needs a partner. And by now, he doesn't know that Trunks is his son yet, so he doesn't really care. So he decided that he's going to take Piccolo with him since he wanted to surpass Piccolo. So Piccolo and Vegeta went into the time chamber. And one of that, they also have the idea, wait a minute, if the time chamber could move to a different time, they should bring Goku here, so that way he could recover much faster. And that's a smart idea. So Kami's not here. They forgot. Okay then, new plan. They needed to find Goku and take him to the time chamber. But also try not to get spotted by Jiro, since they could be literally anywhere. So they'll fly him out to also look for Yamcha. And while that, Android 21 is still watching through the monitors with her drones falling in. And while she does, she notices a strange creature looking around in Ginger Town. She's not sure yet, but this creature, it reminds her of Cell. Like, that doesn't make sense. Cell was supposed to be awakened through years and years later. How he's awakened now? Unless this is another time traveler. This must be the future Cell, she thinks. she was thinking that whether she should approach this android or whether she should, you know, go away. Although, right now, he doesn't seem that strong. Like, she could pretty much easily defeat this android, but right now, this tells no threat. If anything, it'd be interesting for her to research this guy. So she actually does decide to find him. And while Cell was training people, he able to meet Android 21, which she has no idea who she is. Which Android 21 introduces herself, being the wife of Jiro, which Cell's catch off guard by this. He wasn't aware that Jiro has a wife, but thinking that she's pretty weak and he could easily defeat her, he decides that he's going to attack her. However, Cell heavily underestimates Android 21 because she's able to easily mop the floor with him, with Cell being completely hopeless to do anything. Which Android 21 tells Cell that she knows what his plan is to absorb the androids become perfect. However, just by sensing his power, he's nothing impressive, to say the least. Which Cell got pretty much angry by this, but he tells her that if only he had his perfect form, she would have changed her mind. Which Android 21 agrees. Yeah, as with his perfect form, she does agree. However, when she hit Cell again, Cell energy just suddenly got drained, and he's confused by this. Which Android 21 continues. Yeah, at his perfect form, he is pretty powerful, but in terms of techniques, any of the techniques could defeat him, even the technique called Force Spirit Vision. And if you're wondering how she learned this, remember the drones that fly around and scan yard tread? This will also include, well, Pybara. That means that they were able to get his DNA. And remember, she's like an android, bio-android like Cell, and she does want it to have the same powers like Cell. So that means that she also have a lot of people's DNA. So really, if people senses her power, they will see how high it is. Although right now she's heavily suppressing it. Like, she uses her science and her key control to suppress it so much that it blends in with most of the humans. That's why Cell thinks that she's pretty weak. And by now, when people sense the battle with Cell and Android 21, it's pretty much almost obvious that they were able to sense the battle, which everyone will be shocked that there's another android, not just one but two, but this one is a mix of many people like Goku, Vegeta, Frieza, and King Cobra, etc., which leave everyone paralyzed in fear. And Android 21 does tell Cell that even if he got his perfect form, she could just easily defuse him, take Android 17, 18 out of his body. So that's why Android 21 came in to him for a proposal. She could cheat Cell this power if she come with him. And it's nothing bad, just a little upgrade to help him achieve his plan. Although Cell grits his teeth, cannot believe this woman is able to defeat him so easily. The perfect being. Well, he's not perfect yet, Android 21 remarks. As she knew, she hurt Cell's pride. She wounded it. And because of this, Cell finally complied, and the two fly back to the laboratory. Which, to be honest, with their battle, the Seabugs were able to know where the lab is at. So that's something they should know about. However, that's really scary because Android 21's power is super high, and that was only a fraction of it. They have no idea what's the full extent of the power of this new android. She might be actually a dangerous threat to even 17 and 18 for all they know. But unknown to them, there's going to be two powerful androids going to be born quite soon. And as they make their way to the laboratory, this is where we leave this what if for now. Oh yeah, this story isn't about the Sea Fighters. This story is about Android 21. Would it be a good ending or would it be a bad ending? Will we go into the good route or will we go into the bad route? I'll leave it to you guys to decide. Will Android 21 return to the good side or will she remain as the bad side? I'll let you guys decide. And whatever we get the most interest, I'll pick which one she'll go down to. But for now, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.